And I will ask to have a picture of today and a vision of future of the low carbon agriculture in Brazil, and I try to do that and bring some information that's to level everyone up. So what's happening in Brazil, and I hope I can do that. So, well, that's the most recent picture that we have from Brazilian agriculture and land use. So that's the map biomas information. So as most of you guys know, we have about 6% of our land with natural vegetation, and 33 used for the pasture and the agricultural areas in Brazil. This is the how we developed from 1985 to 2022, and of course we had some expansion of area from natural vegetation to agriculture, but as we're going to show, that's something that we are changing, and the vision of the future is kind of different that we had in the last years. So zooming in the agriculture and pasture use, within those 33%, we have 19 of pastures and 7.3 of agricultural use of the land. And of course, we had a little more of agricultural use on that 17% that we have some mixed uses. So, but for sure, less than 10% of our land is used for agriculture. So it was not this way for time ago. So in the mid 80s, we were net importer of food. So we we made some efforts to even mostly with the developing of research and the tropicalization of the production in Brazil. So until then, we had the techniques and technologies imported from the not tropical zones of the planet to use in our agriculture. And then MAPA and many others research centers in Brazil have developed research specialized to us. So we're able to use much better our soil, our vegetation to produce food. So that's a well-known figure of how we develop planted area compared to productivity. So for those years, the next 30 years, we have improved our used land for agriculture in 140%, but our productivity is almost 600% better than we had before. So with that, we save a lot of landing to produce food, and we were able to bring the 20% of our GPD related with agriculture and livestock, and more than half of our exports are related with agriculture and livestock, and 20% of our labor is dedicated to that. So we did it, and we become the 5th producer in the world and the 3rd exporter of the agricultural goods in the world, exporting to more than 200 countries, and with expressive numbers of production of main soy, corn, and sugarcane, beef, and coffee, and the products that we are big producers. Despite of some of the can think we are not just big farmers and big properties, rural properties in Brazil. Actually, it's not even close of that. We have 80% of our rural properties below 50 hectares, so that's considered small farmers in Brazil, and that brings us with the 3.9 million properties of familiar agriculture. So if we just set apart these properties with this production, the family agriculture in Brazil would be the 8th producer in the world, largest producer in the world. So we are mainly producing with the families and the small properties in Brazil. And almost half of the coffee that we are the biggest producer in the world come from the small properties. So, and another products that's well representative like beans and cassava and pineapple. We understand that we need to keep improving our production, keep assuring the food security in the world, and of course the time now is different. We don't have the opportunity or even the permission to open new areas of production. So we focus on restore some areas that are below the potential of production in Brazil. So for that, the Brazilian government has launched a project that aims to restoration the degraded pasturelands, like the one that's not in full potential of use. So we identified 106 million hectares of pasturelands in Brazil, and within those 40 million hectares of high capacity for agriculture on those areas that is ready to be in full potential. And this opportunity of funding that, and it had a cost at approximately $3,000 per hectare to develop a new kind of agriculture on those areas, of course in a sustainable way, using the techniques that my colleagues will explain in a little bit, but no-tillage, as we said, bio-inputs and integration systems, that's the most valuable ones and easy one to put in place in a fast way to improve those low productivity areas in some high productive and sustainable areas of production of food. So that's part of the second stage of the ABC program. That's a low carbon agriculture program in Brazil. And as you can see there, we have a target expansion. For instance, the no-tillage system in 12 millions of hectares, and with the GHG mitigation target of 12 million megatons of CO2 equivalent. So it's impressive numbers, looking to double with the potential of double our food production in 10 years, without put any tree down in this process. So thanks so much for this opportunity, and I'm available for any question. Thank you.